What's up, YouTube? I know this review is late again, and I look a bit haggard and downtrodden, but that's what being at work does to you. So, without any further ado, let's get on with Fairy Tail Chapter 269, Natsu versus the Two Dragons, in what is possibly one of the most original manga chapter titles I've ever seen. If it's not the chapter title anymore, it might just be one the scanlators gave it. Can you let me know in the comment section below, please? So, the chapter starts off with another promo for the Phoenix Priestess movie. And then we go back to the Grand Magic Games, where it's Natsu versus Sting and Rogue. Interestingly, it starts off very interesting, funnily enough. We see someone crying. They're watching the fight from the back. For some reason, I instantly thought it was Meredy, although I'm pretty sure now it's Zeref, which is interesting in itself. Because Zeref's back, that usually means something big is going to go down. Jelil instantly notices this, and in fact, so do all of Crime Sorcerer, and they basically tell Jelil to get his arse in gear. So he's going to go and confront Zeref, probably. So back to the fight, and I'm going to keep saying Naruto for some reason instead of Natsu, because I've been reading it so much lately to try and catch up. So, but Natsu, basically, he's giving it all. He's saying, I'm enough to beat you. Sting and Rogue in their holy forms, they try and take him down with the Dragon Force ability. And, Sting's like, I killed Wislogia with this power. But Natsu, he just, he beats him down. And again, I just don't like it. I didn't like it in the last fight. I don't like it in this fight. Because now he's beating two of them up instead. He doesn't even need Gajeel to defeat two people using Dragon Force. Natsu just uses Fire Dragon's Roar and beats them up. And you even get, like, a very clear... I'm winning this fight purely because of my feelings for my friends. And, it's just a bit of a letdown. My personal opinion is in Fairy Tail, Natsu has had a very little character development. He gets all his power-ups via his bonds with his friends, all that rubbish. Which, I know is a bit of a staple in Shonen. But it gets a little silly sometimes in Fairy Tail. Needless to say, however, the fight is nice. The art is really good. Basically, Sabretooth watches on in horror as Natsu beats the crap out of both of them. We get another flashback of Sting and Lecter. So Lecter wants to be Sting's student because he's not scared of him. And, Sting takes him on. So, in the end, basically, they just get defeated. You get some flashy panels of Sting and Rogue fusing their attacks together to create Holy Shadow Dragon Lightning's Fang. And then Natsu uses some really long name as well, Crimson Lotus Exploding Flame Blade, and... Again, with Fairy Tail, the attacks do look relatively similar, but they still make for some pretty good panels. They even blow up a side of the Colosseum of the Grand Magic Games. We get a lot of crowd shots. The art is pretty nice in this chapter, I will say. But in the end, that's the chapter really. Natsu wins, and it's broadcast all across the stadium. Natsu defeats the two dragons of Sabretooth, and Fairy Tail goes into the lead with 45 points. Which essentially means they're probably going to win the tournament now. Which, was pretty obvious from the beginning, seeing as they're the main heroes. The most interesting part of all of this, of course, is the revelation of Zeref at the beginning. What do you think about that? Let me know in the comment section below. Does this signal the closing of this arc? Is something big going to happen like it did at Tenro Island? I'm going to give this chapter a 7 again. It was alright, the fighting was okay, the art was nice, but again, it's a bit lame how he wins all the time so easily. But as for that, Zeref was interesting. He kind of made the chapter for me. As long as it is Zeref, it might not be. But Crime Sorcerer seemed to think it is. And we always know that Jelil was not too far off the mark. Thanks very much for watching. Leave your comment section below. See you next time.